What's up guys, Atom Bacon here, welcome back to more Akiba's Trip. In the last episode, this girl helped us escape from a facility that was trying to do some very unethical things. And we also met up with my sister. For veterans of the series, no, not that sister. Or veterans of the channel, I mean. In this episode, we've been instructed by our sister to get back to base. A couple things before we head off. You may notice I'm wearing different clothes than I was last time. I equipped some of the stuff that the guys we fought last episode were wearing because it had higher stats than what I have currently.
Really?
And yeah. So we're gonna head up to UD Plus and make our way back to Mogra. Also, as soon as I have control again when this cutscene's over, I set the a background on the menu, which I'll show off in a moment. My sister's just heading back to base, hinting where we need to go. If I bring up my menu, we will notice we now have this in the background. You can set various backgrounds that are the sort of screenshots you get throughout the game. I'm going to be changing it up to basically whatever the most recent one we saw in game was, but I'm going to be changing them off screen because apparently the ones I unlocked on my main file carried over, and I don't want to spoil anything. Before we head off though, we have a new email. Come straight home. Everybody's worried about you. You should come straight back to base. Don't stop off anywhere, not even to feed. And also, Pitter. Very quickly, this is not necessary. Your emails, you want to check up on them, because there's some important stuff in there from time to time. Pitter is completely optional, but there's some funny stuff in here. It's basically chat forums for the city and stuff like that, and there's some pretty funny topics. So, and you can get like a little extra lore and stuff. So I'm just going to show these off as they come up. Am I the only one who's noticed? You're just freaking out, Lo. Yeah, it hasn't gone down one bit. The regulars at the arcade and the people I met at the game shops are all still missing. They couldn't have just moved or gotten lives that quickly. Now that you mention it, there aren't as many people lining up at the maid cafe openings. Hey, you guys know about the rumor, right? That something weird's going down in Akiba? Hey there, Mr. Fantasy. This ain't no fantasy. There are actually people missing. Disappearances? Oh yeah, that last one, or I heard... What? Oh, right, this guy. Oh, I hast heard about the cases before. What the fuck? Lol, who are you supposed to be? Picture it didn't happen. I have actual proof. I don't have actual proof or anything, but I did see a lot of police cars and ambulances. I'd say that's proof enough that something's going down in Akiba. I'm a believer. People have gone missing. It's the Tengu from the ancient lore. It has to be. Amateurs like us shouldn't snoop around if we don't want to get hurt. Ooh, a warning from the culprit? Where did the missing people go anyway? Forced slavery to some underground lab? You're not far off. How should I know? Speaking of weird, anyone else know the weird part-time job offering thing? Oh, the patient gig? Where you gotta be some guinea pig? Yeah, that. And doesn't it pay in rare items from Akiba? Ha! Really? Sorry, but I'll pass. You think the people that applied went missing too? Who's gonna fall for that kind of stupid scam anyway? Well, come into my van, little boy. I got some candy for you. Seriously? Something's weird though. Those disappearances and skeezy job offer. I'm gonna look into it and find something. I'm gonna look into it, and if I find something, I'll start another topic. Curiosity will kill the cat. And I'm more of a dog person. Good luck. Anyway, so apparently a lot of other people know about this job offer. Let's head out. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I just need to think if I had done something, but I did. Something I had to do in between episodes, but I did it, I remember. And with that, back in Mogra. Quaint little place.
This place. Is this
Mogra?
You bet it is.
Welcome back, Master. Oh, is it really you?
Yep, it's me.
You've been gone for 3 whole days, man. Where you...
The hell were you thinking, disappearing like that? I thought for sure you'd been kidnapped. And what's with the high-quality 3D next to you? Something smells real fishy here.
Oh yeah, I can tell you were real worried.
So you did get yourself caught up in something dangerous. I knew it.
Can I possibly explain this to them?
You serious? Man, I never would have guessed all those rumors floating around Akiba were actually true.
Rumors?
What, you mean you haven't heard them? There've been like a million clips about it. People getting kidnapped, turned into monsters, then terrorizing the locals.
Yeah, that's...
They steal life energy from people. In other words, they drain their vitality, effectively killing all enthusiasm and zeal.
So what you're saying is those recent news reports of people being discovered in deeply lethargic states.
It's because they've been attacked by these synthesters?
I'm afraid so.
I think I understand. This is one of those truth is stranger than fractions things, right?
Not quite.
That would be fiction, Cotty. Truth is stranger than fiction.
So let me get this straight. You go off to apply for some shady as hell job where your employer somehow drugs you and turns you into a monster? And nothing leading up to that set off a red flag. You are seriously the world heavyweight champion of dumbass.
Come on, Toko, he's been through enough already. Besides, getting lured in by Elise-X makes total sense, considering who we're talking about.
Yeah, I was a victim of circumstances.
Oh, for the love of... Do you even comprehend how much trouble you've caused everyone? You don't exist in a vacuum, you know.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So ignoring these two for the moment, I believe introductions are in order. I'm Yuto Tachibana. May I have your name as well?
Mine is Shizuku. Shizuku Tokikaze.
We call ourselves the Akiba Freedom Fighters. Together, we voluntarily patrol the streets of Akihabara, keeping an eye out for trouble. He's one of us as well, and this bar serves as our base of operations.
That's right. And I'm one of the central figures in our illustrious group. Name's Kaito Tachibana, and the pleasure's mine. As you might have figured out, I'm Yuto's older twin brother. Best way to tell us apart? I'm the one with all the ideas.
Is one of those ideas being out of school and unemployed?
You shut up! You shut up and you die! Little brothers can't show up big brothers. It's against the rules.
Yes, that's enough now. I'm Kati Raikkonen. I blew on in from Finland to Japan so I could see and do its cool bizdy culture.
I believe what she's trying to say is that she flew here from Finland to study the cool culture of Japan.
Name's Kihachi Sugiyama. I'm the manager of this here game bar, Mogra, where people can knock back a few while they play these old classic arcade cabinets. Feel free to just call me Pops. Everybody else around here does. But you're welcome to call me Dear Sweet Old Man if you prefer.
He's got a face fit for the FBI's most wanted list, doesn't he?
Hey,
But he's a good guy. Don't worry.
you could have said that sooner, you know.
I'm Toko Sagisaka. I grew up with this dolt, and just can't seem to get away from him, despite my best efforts. No need for formalities with me. Everybody just calls me by my first name. Incidentally, thanks for saving him.
I happened upon him during a mission. It was good fortune, nothing more.
There is one other member of our group, but she's like a rare monster spawn. She should pop eventually. Guess you'll meet her then.
So, what's the plan? Do we all pile into the police station and tell them Akiba's infested with monsters?
They'd never believe a word of it.
Why not? I mean, we can show them living proof. You're one of these synthester things now yourself, right?
No, that's no good. He'd get dissected and have weird sciencey tests run on him.
So going to the police would involve giving him up as a noble sacrifice. That sounds reasonable.
Don't even joke about that. Besides, shouldn't we be more concerned with trying to get him back to normal? I mean, if he stays like this, he'll start attacking people sooner or later, right?
That should be no concern. He will not attack others against his will, at the very least.
He won't?
Well, what do you think? You're the one in the hot seat here.
You know what, just let me catch up on all my DVR'd anime first, then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I guess you did miss 3 days worth of television. Makes sense you'd want to catch up. By which I mean Toko's right. You really are a dumbass. Seriously, you make even me look upstanding.
There's still an awful lot I don't get, though. Like, if there's hard evidence of monsters in Akiba, shouldn't the police already be on it?
Until we're certain of that, all we can do is our duty as freedom fighters and investigate.
Oh! Hey, Tokikaze, would you care to help us out with that?
What?
Well, I mean, you seem pretty familiar with these things. So come on, what do you say?
It is true that I've been researching them, but I'm being specifically targeted by them as well, and I don't wish to involve you all in my affairs.
I think that ship has already sailed.
Sailed around the globe and returned again.
No kidding. These creeps have already changed one of our guys into some kind of freaky vampire. So yeah, if you can help with that, we ain't gonna stop you.
All right.
Okay then, perfect. Shizuku, please write your name and cell phone number in the group registry.
Cell phone? I'm sorry, I don't have one of those.
That's rather unusual in this day and age, but if you don't have a cell number, your email address will do just fine.
Well...
Sounds like you're a tough one to get a hold of. I guess it would be kind of awkward to ask for your home number, huh?
Actually, I haven't been home in quite some time. There were problems.
Seriously? So you're an honest-to-goodness, real-life runaway, all mired in melodrama?
I didn't run away exactly, and I do have a place to stay. A place with plenty of manga. They even have a shower there.
Don't tell me you're staying in a manga cafe.
Do you not have anywhere else to go? Seems you've got some heavy stuff going on.
Pops, you know, the upstairs here is all stark and bare and empty.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think we got some bedding squirreled away around here too. What do you say, Shizuku? If you like, you're free to stay on the second floor here for a spell.
And we won't take no for an answer. Meeting you like this feels like it's gotta be more than a coincidence. Know what I mean?
Having you around can only be to our benefit if we're to continue studying these monsters. It would seem to be a win for all parties.
Then we all agree! The Akiba Freedom Fighters have a new member! 3 cheers! Bomb!
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
But wait. I haven't agreed to anything.
Congrats, freedom fighters!
All right. Just for a little while, though. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so here we freedom fighters stand, in the midst of a maelstrom. You said you fought some of these things already. But aside from that, you ever done any real hand-to-hand combat?
Well, I can argue with the best of them.
No, I'd say even in the realm of verbal combat, you fall a bit short.
Yeah, your sister beat you there every time.
Shut up.
See, I'm getting a little worried now. Hey, I know. A friend of mine runs a coliseum in Akiba. Or a battle arena, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Might be a good place to get yourself caught up on the basics of combat. You want, I'll introduce you.
For real? What kind of person is this? Who the hell runs a battle arena in Akiba?
Just a martial arts nut I know who found herself managing the place, that's all. But she doesn't let just anyone step into the ring. You gotta pass some kind of test first or something. I'll give her a call and let her know what's up. so you better get going. Oh, and take Shizuku with you too. A little extra training can't hurt any, right?
I think Toko should go with. She can probably force her way in there, no problem. Test be damned.
Watch your tongue. I am a dainty and respectable lady. You got that? Seriously, rude much?
It's not a bad idea, though. So whom will you escort to the arena? Shizuku or Toko?
So, up to this point, the dialogue options have been purely flavor text, if you will. However, we're getting to the first example of dialogue choices that actually matter for the outcome of the game. There are different story routes depending on what choices you make at certain points. This Let's Play is going to be showing all of the story routes. Of course, you can only do one per playthrough, so we'll be going through this a few times. So starting off, we're going to focus on Shizuku.
Alright. If I'm going to eliminate them, the synthesters, then I'll have to be as strong as I can.
The battle arena is on the other side of Main Street and right past Jump Street. You got that?
Let's go.
Knock 'em dead!
So I can get to the battle arena through Junk Street. Alright then. What's up? Okay, this is basically just saying what I just explained. So yeah, if you aren't sure about whose story route you may or may not be on, you can talk to Yuto and he will tell you what girl likes you the most. Now, you may have noticed that there was an option to go with Kati. There is no Kati route in this game, but Kati will help you get other routes if you take her in that situation. Now, I do apologize that this episode has been mostly dialogue, and I'm not ending it right this moment, but we are going to be saving the battle arena for next episode. However, before I sign out, let's check out this little arcade machine here. Game is 200 yen? Yeah, sure, I'll play it. Alright, well, this Akiba Squad Stripperism. Defend the Prism Tower for the good of all. This is just kind of a goofy little minigame. You can choose one of these, and which character you choose actually does have an impact. I'm trying to remember which one I like. I think Toka Kisumi, if I remember correctly. I hope I remember this correctly. I'm not going to read all of this, but I'll let it stay on screen long enough that you can read it if you want to. And if I'm going too fast for you, well, you can always pause the video. Actually, I'll just use the auto thing. Makes it easier for me. Alright, so basically the way this game works, you just gotta take these guys out. Each of the girls has different projectile types. And by pressing a circle you do a special attack, and each girl's special attack is different as well. They have different hit radiuses, different projectile speeds. This is not the one I was remembering, but oh well, it's not too bad. You basically just gotta try to see how many rounds you can survive. It really isn't that difficult, but it's kind of a fun little mini game, and you do get a reward if you survive the whole thing. There also isn't a lot for me to say about this, so I'm probably not gonna be talking all that much. I guess the only other thing to mention is the little ammo gauge on the left there fills up over time, and the bar in the bottom is your specials. Best to use your specials when the enemies are in an awkward formation. When they're super clumped together, it's pretty easy to hit a bunch of them. And you basically, the time limit in the top there, you just gotta survive long enough. And I need to ask, who in their right mind thought building some sacred tower in the middle of a four-way intersection was a good idea? Like, I've heard of bad architecture, but come on. Anyway, if this game isn't really that interesting to you, then you might as well just click this episode off now, because this is the last thing I'm doing. And then, for those of you leaving now, next episode we go to the battle arena. For the rest of you, enjoy. Honestly, I might even just play some other music, because this music's getting kind of generic. Oh wow, that's a large group. That works! I wasn't even paying attention to the time limit. Wow, okay, that's fun. I think there's 3 rounds, I remember that. Round 2. There's 2 towers now. Oh, that was actually a misclick. I did not mean to do that. If you do enjoy this little game, try experimenting around with the different girls and see which ones projectiles you like the best and specials and stuff like that. Like, if you have a hard time with the game, try the other characters, because each one's, especially with the special attacks and stuff, they all hit in different radiuses. Some are easier to land than others. I don't remember which one it is, but I think one of them has one that actually hits them like a circle. And I've had times using that one where there are enemies who are in the middle of the circle who I miss. Overkill! That guy right on the edge. 30 seconds left. Akiba squad snipers. She's like, where are the actual girls here? They're just staying off and doing their own thing. Just like, oh my god, I have no ammo left. Got it. And end with a bang. Boom. Round 2 cleared. Seriously, somebody has a major grudge against this intersection. Look, they're even holding up cars. On the left-hand side there's some cars that can't go anywhere. did I miss that badly? Minute left. Bye. When you're lower on ammo like this, it's not a bad idea to wait until the last possible chance to fire. Because it's a good way to build up your ammo again. Just don't wait too long. Oh, I only got 10 seconds. And game over. Well, game complete rather. I just realized, the area you see on the game here, I can actually move that too. That actually is an area in this game. I just realized that this is like the main street intersection. I never noticed that before. I was always so focused on the game itself. That's cool. All clear. Now it's nice that you actually can play again without having to pay again. But I'm not going to. Oh crap. Hang on. I did that. Yeah, quit. There we go. So yeah, if you want to try out the other girls, go for it. You only have to pay once as long as you don't quit out. And after you beat it, you actually clear that? That's one of a kind alpha build. You know, the game was canceled while it was still in development. That explains why there's only 3 levels. Gotta be a hell of a Scriptism fan to make it all the way through. I'm gonna honor this momentous achievement. I'm gonna give you this. With it, you've earned the right to call yourself a prison warrior. And you get the Yomi's Cape accessory. Accessories can be equipped, but they don't give you any kind of stat boosts. Anyway, with that, we're gonna end this episode off here. Next episode, we're gonna head out to the battle arena. See you guys then.